Hey, you guys. So here I am in New Brunswick, been traveling for the last couple of weeks, and arrived a few days ago, and yeah, just, just haven't done one of these in I think almost 2 weeks, which is I missed you guys. Um, so travel, wow. Uh, the trip down, for those of you who don't know me, we got on our motorcycles. My buddy John and Kevin and myself got on our motorcycles, and we rode out of Calgary to all the way to New Brunswick, and took our time, poked along, had a really good trip. And it's interesting to be in travel. It's really easy to know that you don't know because you're traveling. It's like, oh, how will things unfold? And we were really great about not planning, about just not knowing we were going to stay, and it had a lot of experience and adventure around that, and or how far we were going to go, and all of that kind of stuff. It was great. And now getting here to my old hometown, uh, the the thing for me is to watch, to not have any expectations, to just allow. Hmm, I don't know if the word is even allow, but to watch as things unfold, and try to stay out of the road. Um, and I have family here, many that I haven't seen in a long time, and I want to see them all. I'd like that, and I believe that will happen. I'm staying at my brother's, and haven't spent time with him in a long time, and that's unfolding really nicely. But for me, freedom is in for me, freedom is in not having an agenda and not having expectations, and or being aware that when I have expectations, to let them go, to just surrender them, and you know, with expectations in day to day life comes disappointment, right? We were like, oh shit, that didn't happen the way I wanted, and so I'm just recognizing, over and over again, but even more as I'm away like this, that expectations can lead to disappointment, to resentment, to yeah. So I'm just watching that, and that's my message today. That to watch when we um, get caught up with a plan, and we're like, okay, this is what's going to happen, and this is what, just to let it go, just to surrender to life, and to know that. I mean, it, it doesn't mean I don't put gas in the tank when I go out on my motorcycle. It doesn't eliminate the practical. It's just that whenever I'm in stress, it's because I want something to be different. And so if you find that you're living in stress, or that you're somehow unhappy, it, it's often because we have expectations. We want things to be different. We're like, well, it wasn't what I wanted, and just to be with what is in each moment is so free. It really is, and the for me, the how clear that is when I'm away on a trip. I mean, I'm out of my normal routine, which, you know, in some ways I wouldn't have thought was a routine, but I can see it now. And there is no routine when we're away visiting with folks, and the trick is to just be available for me, just to be available. Say, okay, what's happening now? Is there anything that I'm missing? What do I need to do? How can I be, available for me to serve? And that's the thing that is kind of my theme, if you will, is to how can I be available to carry a message of love? How can I be available to carry a message of who we are as as beings, as opposed to the conditioned beliefs of who we think we are. I mean, my life before awakening to who I am was my idea of who I was all based on my conditioning, my story from my mom or my dad, or from my community, and I had a story, and so, you know, when I'm away here, it's funny, even at home, I'm kind of surrounded with people who are have an intent, if you will, towards awakening or personal, to being present, or intent around consciousness, and I'm, you know, seeing that I'm away, and that's less and less. You know, with folks that aren't, not so, you know, not so much with my family, but with others that are really in pain and don't know that they're in pain, or don't know what to do with their pain, or so they, you know, cover their pain with you know, drugs or alcohol, and it's hard to watch and be, you know, I have empathy and for that, and love for them, because the pain is there, and so anyway, my prayer as I travel is to be of service, and that seems to you know, be the one thing that helps me to be more conscious around myself, is that to know that you know, or to at least imagine or pray that I can be of service. All right, now I've been reading from the from the Tao Te Ching, and many of you know this. It's been a while. I haven't done this in a bit, but here we go. This is book was by Stephen Mitchell. It's a great book. You know, it's a great book. And for those that, you know, of you that who are really serious about, you know, awakening, how do I, you know, get out of this trap of the mind, and the stories that we've been conditioned to believe, this book is a great vehicle. And it's funny, my teacher Paul Lowe, I was with Paul for many years, and Paul used to say, well, you can't find it by looking for it, but you won't find it if you don't look for it. So there is something, although the something isn't really anything. It's so simple, it's almost like, oh my God, is that it? But yes. So so this book has many clues to this awakening. So this is chapter 43, and it says the greatest thing in the world. No, it says the gentlest thing in the world. The gentlest thing in the world overcomes the hardest thing in the world. That which has no substance enters where there is no space. This shows the value of non-action. Teaching without words, performing without actions, that is the Master's way. Sweet. Sweet. And in the back, Stephen Mitchell often writes a little piece about what, you know, about that chapter. And he wrote, gentlest, hardest, examples, water and rock, love and hostility. So that's it. Love you guys. And just from deep in New Brunswick, the east coast of Canada. Yeah, love to hear from you. If any, you know, send me your messages if you want to chat. I'm open always. Okay. Love you lots. If you go to YouTube, which, you know, I'd love it if you did. If you go to YouTube, subscribe to our little YouTube channel, Valley and Beyond. It's still kind of called Valley and Beyond Project Awakening. And I'm growing the YouTube channel. I'm going to put this on there shortly. And that's it. Thanks. Love you lots. Bye.